It's so strong in the
Hello everyone, welcome back. It is a lovely day. That just needs a mention to begin with because it's so beautiful. Look how lovely it is. It is like summer and it is only the 1st of April. However, I've said before, 1st of April is the start of bike season, and so it would only be, well, it would be sensible, it'd be suitable and appropriate for me to get out on the bike. And there is the university, my university, the one I attend, and the reason that's important is because today's video is going to be about university, life as a university student. Okay, so as I may have mentioned a few times in some other videos, I'm a university student. That is what I do full time. I don't work full time at the moment. I am a full-time university student. I'm in the 3rd year of my degree, so final year, hoping to obviously graduate in July this year. You know, hoping that everything goes all right and that I actually get past all of my assignments and whatnot. It's probably what I should be doing right about now, and thank you. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, I probably should be doing assignments right about now, dissertation, all of that. It's all due in very soon, end of April. But you just can't say no, can you, when you're a motorcyclist and this is the weather. But yeah, I just wanted to give a bit of an insight as to life as a university student. I've done it for so many years now that I feel like I have some form of wisdom, knowledge to pass on to anyone who is thinking of going to university, and maybe give some contrasting views to people who have already been or are currently at, etc, etc. My journey as a university student started out pretty much the same as everyone else. You know, I went on UCAS, I wrote my personal statement, picked my course, picked my uni, picked 5 unis, and then you go through them. You might not get some, you might get others, etc. Got through to one that I really wanted to go to, and so I went to it, and that was the University of Worcester. Worcester obviously being in the West Midlands, so quite a bit away from London. I'll touch on that in a minute. But yeah, started off at the University of Worcester. I have a van right up my arse, so he clearly is in a rush. I'll get out of his way. But yeah, started there as a fresher, doing the same course I was now, and yeah, it was a good laugh. I enjoyed being a fresher there. Freshers, it's a great year for anyone who's been to uni or is planning to go to uni. You'll love it. That is a tiny little bike. Yeah, enjoy your fresher year. It's obviously the easiest year academic, but it does catch people out and it does surprise people. You know, especially if you're used to a more college or secondary school setting, then yeah, you're in for a surprise. But the first year is all about getting used to it. You know, don't panic so much. I don't know if this is the case for all courses, but I know for mine, all the assignment grades I got in the first year do not go towards my final degree classification, and so, you know, don't necessarily worry about it too much if you go to uni, you're in your first year and you haven't done so well, or if you're worried that if you go to uni it will take you a while to settle into the swing of things. You know, that's what first year is for. It's to settle into the assignments, to settle into the uni. You know, a lot of people will be moving from their hometowns, home cities to other places. You'll be mixing with people you've never mixed with, probably living with people, you know, who you didn't know before, and so it can be quite a daunting experience. But honestly, if you settle down quickly, it'll be fantastic. Freshers, oh, I'd give anything to go back. If you then decide to sign up for a sports team or a society, be prepared to be what I like to call the bitch of university, because, well, you're the fresher, so you do everything effectively. for my years of university, I've played for my university hockey team, and you know, we have little rules like the freshers, or a fresher has to take the balls home, keep hold of the balls. You know, he or she is responsible for the hockey balls, and yeah, it's just stuff like that. You know, freshers are easily picked on. We do fines, a drinking game where the freshers again are, you know, picked on. You get a fine just for being a fresher. You know, little stuff like that. But it's great fun. It's good banter. If you like that sort of stuff, you'll love it anyway. Moving on to sort of second and third year, this is where shit starts to get a bit real. I have no idea what I think it's 20%. I think so. Out of all of your assignments in the second year, I think 20% of those count towards your final degree classification. And again, don't worry, 20%. It's only, you know, it's quite a small margin, but also they take your best 20. So if you've scraped a 40 in a module, you know, not a great grade in university sense, it's a pass. But then in other modules you've got a 50 or a 60, they'll use that. You know, it's not that, you know, they're not trying to catch you out. Honestly, I do believe that most universities are trying to give their students the best degree classification that they have possibly achieved, you know. But because of this added stress of now, you know, some of your grades will count, you start to feel a bit more pressure because you feel every piece of work you produce has to be magnificent. It has to be in the 70s. For reference, university normally 70 in an assignment is a first. So if you get a 70 in a module overall, you've got a first in that module. And obviously the more firsts you get in modules, the better chance you have of a first in your overall degree classification. The degree classifications obviously are first, 2-1, 2-2 and third. If you come to university and you get a third class honours, you know, it's all personal. Me personally, I look at it as a bit of a waste of time. Don't get me wrong, you came to uni, you passed everything, and you've got to pass honours for it. Well done. And you never really have to disclose what honours you got in terms of what degree classification you got when applying for jobs. You know, if you pass, you can still say, oh, I'm an honours I'm a BSc or whatever in biological science. I don't know, but you know, you don't have to say it's a third unless you're going into a postgraduate study and stuff like that, where a lot of unis now say, you know, minimum of a 2-1 degree. We won't look at anyone with a 2-2 or a third. So bear that in mind when deciding if you're just going to go to university and, you know, do the bare minimum, scrape a pass. And then of course that takes us to third year. Now third year is the most important year of university, don't get it twisted. Everything you do will count towards your degree classification. Every assignment, every module, you know, it really is a year not to balls up, you know. Just take it seriously. Obviously have fun, you know, you're gonna be a veteran of university at this point once you've reached third year, and so, you know, obviously still enjoy yourself and what have you, but you know, just bear in mind that everything you do will count, and that can be sometimes quite hard. It's definitely been a challenge for me this year, knowing that everything I do goes towards that final degree classification. But that is the challenge, I suppose. You know, that is what you sign up for, and you have to take responsibility for that. Just popped into my local J&S just to pick up a few things. Oh, completely have lost track where I was talking about, or what I was talking about. But yeah, I think it's time to compare it to my university, or just the experience, if you will. So my personal experience for university is, like I say, I started at the University of Worcester, but as you all know, I live in London and I attend the University of East London now. So why the change? So I started at uni at the University of Worcester, And after some time, yeah, I just realised it wasn't for me. You know, being away from home was difficult. I didn't get on with the people. It just was not my crowd. You know, I was very lucky to learn that so quickly. But yeah, I did learn it, thankfully. And so I decided to do something about it. I transferred unis. I came to the University of East London, and I've never looked back since. You know, it's been a much better experience. I have honestly had the time of my life here. I'll be really sad to leave in July, but as is the world. You can't get too upset about these things. You know, they do happen. But I've had a great time, and that's why I would honestly recommend university so much. You know, if you're just finishing college and yeah, you're unsure of what to do, you know, I'm not saying it's for everyone, university. You know, I'm definitely not saying everyone should go because it's fantastic and everyone will have a great time. I realise it's not for everyone. You know, people don't like that kind of assignment pressure. People don't. Yeah, okay. People need. Yeah, come on, go. Yeah, people don't like living with absolute strangers. People who they're not sure if they're going to get along with, etc., etc. But just give it some consideration. You know. The debt's another thing. You know, people get a bit worried about student finance. You know, I'm not very good with money, or I've never been in a situation where I've had to prove I'm any good at money, etc. You know, don't worry about the finance thing. You know, sort of thing, because that will, in a way, you know, that does look after itself. You just have to worry about that once you've finished and start paying it off. Really do consider university, because it is great fun. I don't regret a single bit of it. You know, not even the University of Worcester. But yeah, just to summarise the whole video, really, life as a university student, it is great. It has its perks. There are moments of stress, but as long as you just don't let those moments get the best of you, you know, realise that you're not a machine. You know, you can't perform miracles. You can only do your best. Do what you can and get the best degree you can when you go. Enjoy the experience more. You know, enjoy the nights out, enjoy the socials, enjoy meeting new people and living with new people. Enjoy everything, just the experience. You know, there's nothing quite like it. You'll probably never have anything like it ever again. So definitely just enjoy it whilst you're doing it. I just hope it's been useful for someone who's maybe thinking of going to university to watch this video, to get the experience of someone who, you know, it did work out in the end, but it didn't work out straight away. You know, like I say, the University of Worcester just was not for me, but with some quick, you know, twigs and some quick allocations, you know, I made university work. So let that be a lesson. Also, I don't know if I touched on this already, but whilst at university, go and join a sports club or if sports aren't your thing, go and join a society. You know, all unis pretty much now have something set up for just about everything. Not just the basic ones like, I don't know, the Disney Society, or I don't know, the Harry Potter Society. There's normally stuff set up now for just about everything, anything you're interested in. So yeah, go do that, because again, you meet loads of new people who are into the same sort of stuff that you're in, and isn't that just nice? Do you know what I mean? Like isn't that what pretty much friendships are meant to be about? You know, just having things in common with people you didn't know before. and all of that good jazz. And as for the sports clubs, well, if you're into sports, yeah, go join whatever sport club you're in. You know, most unis again have just about every sport you can imagine. You know, football, hockey, basketball, rowing, jiu-jitsu, all that good stuff. And again, you have a common interest with someone who's also going to be a part of that team. Friendships get built, yada yada. So yeah, hopefully I've touched upon just about everything I wanted to talk about regarding this this topic. It's just something I've wanted to do a video on, considering I have a, you know, sort of inside view, if you will, being a university student for a few years, etc., in the final year of my degree. And yeah, who knows, in a few weeks I will be doing videos as a university graduate. God. Yeah, if you had said that to me a few years ago, yeah, I wouldn't have believed you, but hey ho, maybe, just maybe, I am in touch and distance of making that a reality. Alright, but apart from all that hopeful good jazz praise stuff, thank you for watching. Hopefully the next video isn't too far away. And yeah, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.